The second phase of Lesotho's water projects has been suspended following the suspension of a contractor accused of polluting the water. Minister of Water and Sanitation Pemmy Majodina made the announcement during the reopening of the Lesotho Highlands Water tunnel in Clarens. She inspected the tunnel after it had been closed for 7 months.
Here in Clarens. With me right now, I'm joined by the Minister of Water and Sanitation, Pemmy Majodina. Let's talk about the importance of this maintenance. We do know it was one of those major ones, and you somehow committed to your time frame. You said you wanted it to take 6 months, and it's just taken 7 months. But the importance thereof?
The importance is that we are going to supply South Africans with reliable, clean water coming from Lesotho. You'll remember that any infrastructure, if you don't maintain, it won't take you far. So now we have maintained this. It will take us the next 3 years without any interruptions when it comes to bulk water supply. We are responsible for bulk water supply for Gauteng, for Mpumalanga and Northwest, who are currently benefiting from this. They must be able to get water without any interruption, especially the bulk supply. That is why we're happy about this water.
The bilateral relations thereof, we do know that this means you're supposed to have a good relationship with Lesotho. How has it been with this project?
In the past, it has not been very good, to an extent that when there were some issues, Lesotho ran to court, but we maintained our diplomatic calmness, and now we have managed to get each other. We're working very well. They committed, and they've adhered to what we have told them, because we are paying a lot of royalties here, over 100 million a month that we are paying for this water. That is why every time we ask South Africans to use water sparingly, we're paying for this water. It does not come free. That is why when municipalities are getting this water from us, we also build the water ports. Municipalities will pay water ports to pay our department to pay Lesotho. So that is a value chain of water. But all of us, we must be committed in saving water, irrespective that we get so many liters of water per day, but we must still use water sparingly.
Minister, we do know that it's sufficient that South Africa has enough water, but the issue of infrastructure, how are you dealing with?
We are a ministerial committee appointed by President, our department of Human Settlement, contractor, treasury and electricity. You cannot talk about water and not talk about electricity. We are twins, and therefore the president said we must come up with a clear plan. How do we support municipalities? Because we cannot take over their duties, but we must augment what they are doing. So we are bringing together all our resources. We're scrambling all our resources to say, what do we assist? We have profiled 105 municipalities that are performing dismally when it comes to water as well as electricity. So we are working together. We are going to make our intervention. The Department of Culture have already profiled 20, where we are going to start in the next 2 months. We'll be entering those municipalities to work with them to ensure that at least our people must access water. Once we're trying other means, the basic thing is water they must access.
One last question. You mentioned, when I asked you a question about the issue of water and sanitation in terms of your pit latrines, toilets, and your bucket system toilets in the Free State or in the country. How are you solving that?
We are working with municipalities. It is just a month ago I was in Krisani, where we handed over 2,500 toilets. Remember, in the areas where there is no enough water, we use the VIP toilets as a measure. But now the problem is, as informal settlement are mushrooming, they also bring toilets which are bucket system. No one in the country in terms of government is giving out bucket system, because we said that must be stopped. But we are chasing a moving target where in the next day you see 100 informal settlement, they will have 100 bucket system. And we are saying municipalities must prevail over that and stop people to invade the land, because when they invade the land, they will need water, they will need sanitation, something that has not been budgeted for in the land that is not surveyed. They go to land that is not surveyed, land where we don't even have a plan to go and put a sanitation there. So sanitation must be in the establishment. That is where we're assisting municipalities. We transfer money from us to municipalities so that they can know which are the areas to prioritize.